Researchers from the University of British Columbia have found that women are least attracted to smiling, happy men, while the male participants preferred women who looked happy. With more on this study, we're joined by Jessica O'Reilly, a registered sexologist. Jessica, so good to see you. You're familiar with this study, so let's first of all begin by having a look at the pictures this study provided as an example of the man who would, first of all, be attractive, typically, to a female, according to this study by University of British Columbia. We saw him brooding, we now see him cheering, and now we see him smiling. Okay, let her go. Tell us, Jessica, what do you see in these pictures?
Well, it's really interesting because the first photo is intended to represent shame. So he's looking down, his eyes are averted, but I think the results are so surprising, but we really need to take a look at the subjectivities here. So there are probably some very reasonable explanations why the happy guy wasn't rated as most sexually attractive. So for instance, the guy who's supposed to look shameful, well, I really think that the way that he actually appears in that photo could be a matter of personal interpretation. Perhaps he looks enigmatic or a little bit mysterious.
He looks sulky.
And I see that you're trying hard not to smile, but I don't think we should really take this as a message for men to stop smiling. And the one in which he appears proud and strong, I'm not so sure it's just about the pride. There are other characteristics that we come to associate with these emotions. So he looks strong, he looks virile, perhaps he seems aggressive, and those might be traits that women are also attracted to, in addition to the pride and perhaps the shame.
It's interesting to know how viewers may be weighing in on this topic, and we'll check the CTV.ca comments on this in a little while, try to have some of those on the air later. Let's go to an example of how culture may play a role in what we perceive as being attractive. And we have some bad boys and good girls to show you here. And Jessica, go through what you as a sexologist may find appealing about each of those pictures. Let's start with this one now, if we have a picture of those. Do we? It appears not. Am I right? Jessica, unfortunately, the other pictures we were going to show you aren't available.
That's okay. I've looked at them. Okay, so here we have the guy who's shameful again. And as I mentioned, there's something, although he looks a little bit sad, evolutionary psychologists will actually suggest that women are attracted to shame, and men can be attracted to shame, because people who experience shame adhere to social norms and feel remorseful or feel badly when they break those social norms. And that indicates that they may be trustworthy or ready for commitment.
We've almost come to the end of our time. We're looking at some of the bad boys, and one of the good girls, Sandra Bullock there's Russell Brand we're showing right now. It's just an amazing study, and I don't know exactly how we're going to be able to put it into practice, but I'll perhaps smile a little bit less in order to look a little more attractive to the opposite sex. Sexologist Jessica O'Reilly speaking with us tonight. Thanks very much for this.
Thanks for having me.